tell you that I always love the first Wednesday of the month, being able to come together with you ladies. It is honestly one of the things in my life that I am the most thankful for. Not only, do I get to, do this for a living, this is my business, but this is my community. This is the place that I come to for support and being able to lean into other women and not feel so stuck in a lone business, which can happen when we're solo entrepreneurs or we're just busy doing the day-to-day. This is the place that I get to come to and see all of your amazing faces and get to mastermind and just get lots of hugs and energy. So I just want to thank you all for that and for being a part of this community and being the woman that I look to. So thank you. I would love to welcome all of the new people here and the ones who have not been here in a while. So if you are brand new, would you raise your hand, please? Welcome. And I do have something for you. Let's see. Lori, can I totally put you on the spot? Would you mind sharing? Sorry. Would you please hand these to ladies who are brand new? If you're new again, can you go ahead and raise your hand? So, this is a little bit about WISE. It is our Inspired Wisely magazine. This has been something that's been very fun this year to put together. You'll see in there some of our WISE gurus, because as you'll get to know as you're meeting women around this room, there's some amazing women in this room. And we know that the biggest thing I've learned in my life is that I don't know everything. And I can't do everything by myself, and I need to lean into other ladies. And this is your opportunity, and you'll be able to meet some of these ladies, get to know them today, and you can read more about them in this magazine as well. This is also our business directory, which is really nice. It's alphabetized by first name, because a lot of times we come to these events and we go, I met Lisa. I cannot remember that her last name was Lamont, but I remember Lisa. And so you'll be able to go in there and look by first name, that it's alphabetized right there. So that's my gift to you. And then also, the really fun part about this for all of you members is when I'm going to these different events, I bring this with me and I share it. Kirsten, I think we were together recently and I was sharing it with somebody. And, I go through it and I say, you've got to meet Judy Bell, which is plus, you would love to come up and meet Chelsea up in Marysville. And so I'm always talking about you ladies. And I want for all of us to be able to have more opportunities to bring women who are outside the community into our community, which is happening a lot today, which I love and I'm excited about. But then also, ladies, let's be really intentional about getting out of our own backyard. There is so many opportunities to get involved in the different groups that are out there. And that is the whole reason that we have this big Inspired Awards ceremony that's coming up in 2 weeks, is giving us a chance to get together with a whole bunch of different organizations and just get to know them. So that's kind of an exciting thing that's coming up here soon. So speaking of that, we have two very special guests today, and I'm going to give them just a few more seconds to finish up their food. But I have invited, I reached out to somebody who I had a chance to meet. My goodness, it's been, I think, 2 or 3 years from the first time that we met. I went to an event where I was asked to do a rock star talk. And I get up and I'm talking and I'm feeling great about it. And then the person after me gets up and she's a presentation coach. And this is so funny because my husband laughs because I actually do this whole thing when I share about you, Kirsten, about how she holds herself and her presence. And anybody who's seen Kirsten talk, she's got this great presence. You know, it comes from her opera background. And so she came up after me, and I was like, oh gosh, I hope I was okay when I was up there. And so now I always laugh, and we've had a chance to be on a couple stages together and be at different events. And when I thought about who would I want to host the Inspired Wisely Award ceremony this year, the first person I thought of was Kirsten. And so I called her and shared a little bit about this event and asked her to be the MC. So Kirsten, I'm going to have you come on up, and while you're doing that, while she's coming up, I also want to tell you that the whole idea behind the award ceremony, how many of you were there last year? That's awesome. The whole idea of this is to be able to bring in different organizations, the different women organizations that are out there. And we know a lot of the leaders. A lot of the leaders from these different organizations are here. We've got two of them right now. We've got Erin Lowen Jack, who's here. She is the managing director of eWomen Greater Seattle. And we have Lisa Lamont, who is what is your official title?
I'm the founder.
The founder of Prancing Kittens. So how many of you are Prancing Kittens online? If you are not a part of this community online, you've got to be. Just go and be a part of this group. It's such a great, fun group, and I love Lisa. And Lisa is actually officially a wise woman now as well, so that's exciting. So I also want to go ahead and bring up Erin. Sorry, Erin, you should have taken a bite. I have asked these two ladies to come up today, and so we can talk a little bit about the event that's coming up. So it just happens that they're really good friends. So let's have a seat so we can have the Oprah moment. My goal this next year, is to have each one of you up here so you can have the Oprah moment. Not that I'm Oprah, it's the experience up here. I'm Karen, I'm not Oprah. I'm okay with that. So, Kirsten, I want to thank you so much for accepting the offer to be the MC for this event. And coming from the fact that you weren't there last year. You know, we didn't know each other that well, otherwise I know you would have been there. Right? What was it that you saw in this event that made you say, yes, I do want to be a part of that?
Well, first I want to say thank you. We're not. We'll switch.
First, I want to say thank you for reaching out to me to be a part of this. And knowing you and seeing what you have created out here and just experiencing you out in the different events that we've been a part of, I thoroughly enjoy being around you. And how much when you're around other women, you are a huge hug of encouragement. And she's a huge hug of encouragement and support constantly for everybody. So I knew when you were going to set up an award ceremony that was really going to truly honor other women and what they've done. And not just their successes, but also what's the journey that they've been on. And what is it that they have brought out of themselves that can encourage and inspire other women. So to be a part of that kind of experience is truly an honor for me. So thank you.
Thank you so much. Live mic. I know. Thank you, Brandon. I appreciate that. And Erin, so it absolutely breaks my heart. Erin is not going to be able to be at the award ceremony with us. And she's going to be down hanging out with Brandon Burchard. So I don't feel too bad for her, but I'm sad that you're not going to be there.
I am too. I was like, wait, the only day of the month that I was going to be out. And I was like, all right, well, we'll figure out another way.
Yes. So Erin, what about this event do you want to share with the ladies as far as what the benefit for them about being involved with all these different groups? Because a lot of people last year, kind of the pushback from other leaders, which is really funny, Kirsten. I would go around and talk to these other leaders that were, you know, in the community, and I'd say, hey, we're gonna have this award ceremony. I would love for you to bring your membership, have them come join us, and I want you to come up and award your member. Like Lisa, it's kind of funny, the two of you are sitting together. Lisa came up and shared with us about Prancing Kittens, and she awarded Mariana the Most Inspiring Woman of the Year from Prancing Kittens. You know, and I knew what I was doing, but they all went, what are you doing? Who does this? And so, as a leader, what is it that you're seeing, you know, about coming together as a community?
Well, I love that, you know, you and I are part of, we have ladies who lead lunch. It should be ladies who lead lunch. And we get together and we really talk about what it takes to run organizations like this, what it takes to put butts in seats, what it takes to get people in the community active and really working together. And I think a lot of times maybe even some of the pushback you've gotten is some of those other ladies don't know that collaboration, and I'll steal this from Tracy Moore when she gets here for sure, but collaboration will beat competition every day of the week. And so this is an opportunity for other women to not only, I mean, as a leader, I love to be able to give an award to someone, you know, I mean, that's an amazing honor for me, but it also is a way that we really do lift as we climb. We really support other women, and I think that there's been so much in this, I would say in society growing up, that women didn't support women, or girls didn't support girls. So, right, so I love that we are creating a bigger community of women who really want to help one another, to do business with one another, to celebrate and cheerlead one another. I mean, that's one of the biggest things as a coach. I love to cheerlead the crap out of it. Yay! And so this is an opportunity as well to do that for one another and to start changing that conversation. So I'm excited about changing the conversation for the community of women supporting women.
And Kirsten, so what are you imagining for the night of, you know, of the event, the excitement of coming in? I mean, you walk into a room and like, it's kind of a party when Kirsten walks in, because she has such a great presence about her. So it's already a party. But what are some of the things that you envision for this night?
I envision just energy like crazy in the room the second we walk in. It's going to be women, like I said, women coming to support other women and having a good time, really taking the moment to appreciate each other and having fun together. I think there's going to be a few tears, happy tears, but I think there's going to be a few tears there just because there's going to be so much love and support in that room. And we're going to have a good time. We're going to have a really good time because that's all I do. My personal theory in life is I don't know why we ever got away from kindergarten, why naps went away, why snack time went away, why we don't have playtime. That's very scheduled throughout our day anymore. So that's how I personally run my life. We schedule snacks, we schedule naps, and we schedule fun.
That's called control freak.
No. That's called enjoying life. So that's exactly actually what I want to encourage in this room is really to uplift women, to take that time, honor these amazing women who have done so much, not only in their own lives, but with other women too. And just really feel that love move throughout the room. And as you always bring into the room, just that big hug, going all the way from wall to wall, constantly, and smiles.
And wine.
And
Wine. That's the part of snack time, just officially. Sippy wine cups will be available, yeah.
Well, ladies, I have to tell you, I really appreciate the both of them. Would you share where both of you drove from today to just come up? They wanted to have lunch with us. You know, not only be a part of the award ceremony, but have lunch with us so we could get to know them more. And, you know, Erin has been here and is part of the WISE community, officially also part of the WISE community. Yes. and we'll grab Kirsten at the award ceremony. So she is a wise woman. There's no doubt about that.
Thank
So
you.
you're a part of our community. And there's going to be an opportunity for women to become more a part of your community as well. Do you want to take a second and share kind of what you're doing with your...
Oh, yeah. So I came up with this idea because as a presentation coach, I'm constantly working with ladies on how to talk about their business and really step into their greatness on purpose. So we do body language strategy, we do talking through your message, and just being out in networking events also, I find you'll just be talking, having a good time, and then as soon as someone says, well, what do you do? There's this, starts to happen, right? We get choked up on trying to really explain who we are and what we do. And so I am starting a coffee shop elevator speech challenge on November 14th. And what that is I want women especially to go out, stand literally in the public, stand in your greatness, and talk about who you are and what you do. So literally what you're going to do is you're going to go in your coffee shop, you're going to grab your phone. You can do it standing, you can do it sitting, and you just grab your phone, hit record, and say, hi, my name is Kirsten O'Shields, and I'm a body language strategist for business presentation. And with 25 years of experience, and then just go through your whole entire elevator speech and get used to what it's like to be out in the energy of people and just say it. And then I'm doing this through my membership Facebook site. So while you're doing this, it's a paid membership site, but it'll be free to you while you're doing it. And really what I want is for everybody to get feedback on your elevator speech. So I'm going to encourage everybody to give feedback to 5 different people every single day for 7 days. And say, you know, when you said that particular sentence, I was so clear on what it is that you do and why I could connect with you. Or when you use this term, I don't get what that means. Because we start to get stuck in our own personal business vernacular, and we get what it means, but nobody else has a clue.
I call those wiseisms.
Wiseisms. Yeah, so it's get feedback on what's working for you when you explain who you are and what you do and what's not. And start playing with it for 7 days and get feedback and start learning to smile when you say your elevator speech. Yes, raise your eyebrows. That's one of my things I teach is raising your eyebrows. It's a big deal. So I invite all you ladies to be a part of my coffee shop elevator speech challenge, totally free on Facebook. Feel free to connect with me on Facebook because I'm going to be advertising when it starts, how to connect, and just have fun with talking about the greatness that you bring to other people every single day.
That's awesome. Thank you so much.
And so she doesn't know, but she helped me. So you've all seen me speak. She's my coach. She's been my presentation coach. So if that speaks volumes about how amazing, because I used to struggle with that. And there's still even a shameful video on YouTube. I was interviewed on the red carpet about my experience at an event, and I'm choking, I'm like itching my nose, I'm like licking my lip, I don't know, I was, and it's looking down, and I don't know what to do, and it's pretty embarrassing. I'm still kind of really want to take it down, and at the same time, I love that I can be able to share that, because now when people see me speak, they're like, that was you? So, that speaks, I mean, just to even be, we're good friends anyway. We love to hang out. We actually, this whole body language thing is fun to go out to networking events and actually observe others. Especially after wine. So it's been, I mean, just, I love that she's here and you're getting exposure to her because she is such an amazing woman. You have to connect with her. If you have ever struggled with getting out what you do, who you are, and how you want to show up, she's your gal.
Thank you. And I'm going to look right back here for a second. Erin has done an amazing job with everything we've worked on. And one of the reasons why she's such an amazing speaker is because when I said, Erin, that's not serving you anymore. Okay, I know it feels safe, but it's not serving you. She took the step and she went, okay, I'm gonna purposely let go of that. Because I trust you, and we go through it together, she's like, oh, yeah, okay, that isn't serving me anymore, I guess, yeah, you're right. But she took all those steps on purpose to become the amazing speaker that she is today. So that's why I love working with people like Erin, and I love working with businesswomen, is to really help you find those tools to step literally into your greatness so people see exactly who you are, authentically, what you have to offer, and that helps you to connect with people you're supposed to be working with. So the membership site, I give tips on a regular basis. We do little funny stuff on there. I'll be doing little videos. So being a part of that membership site is also going to allow you to get some of those tools that you can start playing with yourself. And it's also, there's going to be open office hours twice a month where you can call in on a Zoom call and say, okay, this is where I struggle. And I always ask, what's the one thing people assume about you that you go, I don't get why they always think that about me. And I'm here to tell you, they're not assuming anything. They're working exactly off of every ounce of information you're giving them. So the question is, how are you showing up? Do you know? And Erin did such a good job of owning where she was at and going, I know where I want to be. How do I get there? Show me the steps. And now she does amazing at motivating other women. And so it was my honor to help her in that journey, and I would love to help you in that journey of honoring what you have to offer other women.
Thank you so much. I want to thank both of you for coming up. Oh, you can share where you're from, where you drove up from.
So I came up from Maple Valley this morning. Yes. That's exactly how traffic was.
And she actually cannot stay the whole time. She has to leave right after this. She won't be able to stay for the mastermind, but she wanted to come and meet all of you because I really wanted to, and she said that she's going to be able to come up. I wanted you to feel connected when you were all at the award ceremony. We're going to be meeting a lot of new ladies from all these different groups. I wanted us as wise women to really feel connected and know who Kirsty was, this lady who's going to be leading the evening for us and making it such a fun experience. So I appreciate that you came out. Hold on, Kim.
For all of our visitors who are here today, can you share some of the different groups that are going to be coming to the award ceremony?
Yes, absolutely. We have, there is right now, there's 12 different organizations that are signed up. They're going to be part of this. Last year there were 7. So we've doubled. We have eWomen, both the Greater Seattle chapter and the Snohomish County chapter. So Tracy's chapter will be there. We have Prancing Kittens are going to be there. We have some ladies from Snohomish Networking. The whole group is not going to be able to be here this year, but there's going to be some of the ladies again coming. We have Lori, business professional women are going to be joining us. Lori and I went and reached out to them. Let's see, who else is
Exceptional Connections. Bam.
Bam. Mama Con is coming.
Sunday's group, Inspired
Success.
Inspired Success is going to be there. We have Launch Leadership, which is a great organization. You'll be hearing more about that in the new year. They're on the website and also on our Facebook page, so you can go and see all of the different groups. This is going to just, it's going to be really neat. Literally women from Marysville, Mukilteo, Renton, Snoqualmie, yes, by the way, Erin came out here from Snoqualmie today.
Yeah, it's a long drive.
Yes, exactly.
Especially on the back roads, because everything else showed up red on my map.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So, and all the way down to Seattle. So it's really neat to have all these ladies come together for this evening. And we're going to have a lot of fun. So,
And there's, I mean, what did you say, 100, like you're hoping for 125 people in the room?
yes.
So, I'm gonna do a shameless plug for someone else, but, you know, if you wanna get exposure in your business and you really want to stand out, how awesome would it be to be able to be showcased in front of 120 people, right? So I know there's opportunities for sponsorship. I know there's opportunities to be able to put stuff in swag bags. I know there's opportunities for a lot of different ways for you to participate to really elevate your business. So I know that I did a sponsorship so that I could be a part of that even though I'm not even gonna be there. So it speaks volumes about what I know about people in the room. People in the room are the ones you wanna do work with, right? There are other women who are lifting others up and celebrating one another. So why wouldn't you wanna do work with them? So this would be a perfect opportunity to get with the organizer. I think she's around somewhere today, and see if there's opportunities for you to get your business out there in front of all those 125 eyeballs. I think it would be great, so.
Thank you. Love when someone else talks about you when you're sitting there.
Well, ladies, can you help me just say a huge thank you to both of these women who are here today, and for just helping to put on a great event, and for being here, helping to inspire us, and for serving in the communities that you do. So let's give them a big round of applause.